Welcome back. So as you guys probably know by now, I've teamed up with Horror Amino to bring you the last couple of disturbing 5s and creepy top 10s. I want to give a big shout out to them for teaming up with me. I've been using the app myself for around a month and I can tell you that I'm definitely enjoying my experience. They have a very active and alive community over there, and because it is a social network for horror fans, it's not that difficult to find people who enjoy the same things as yourself, whether it's through a chat box or a forum. And also the polls they have over there were very effective systems for finding out what you guys actually wanted on the channel. So like I've said in the past, I definitely recommend downloading it. The links are in the description. Follow me over there at TheBurk321. We'll have a chat and a cup of tea. Sorted. But without further ado, let's get into this episode of Disturbing Fives. Reddit is the self-proclaimed front page of the internet and stays relatively true to that title. It has one of the most powerful communities on the web and is responsible for countless trends, online stars, and viral videos. It gets around 500 million visitors per month, which is very impressive when you consider that the company only has 78 employees. One of the reasons it became an online juggernaut was because of the liberty its users had to post whatever they wanted with a very small amount of restrictions, meaning subreddits have been made for almost everything you can imagine. Because of this, it's not that surprising that a very small number of the posts and subreddits that have been made have been fairly disturbing, so I've decided to compile a list of just that. So here are 5 incredibly terrifying things on Reddit. Number 1 is the Reddit Museum of Filth. Starting off our list is an index of sorts that covers an array of disturbing things on both Reddit and the internet in general. The subreddit spawned from the Museum of Reddit forum, which hosts much less disturbing content than this page. The idea of the Museum of Filth is to link things that can be added to this online museum, and the 3,000 subscribers that the subreddit have do not disappoint. The most popular posts, however, do not spawn from singular links, but instead come from tables that some of the moderators create. They're packed to the brim with dozens of links that all contain disturbing content. If you are a person who's interested in those kind of pictures and videos, well, this may be the subreddit for you. If you're not, then I'd probably stay well away from it. Number 2 is the Worst of Reddit. The Worst of Reddit is a subreddit with around 35,000 subscribers. As you can probably tell from the name, it features what its readers consider to be the worst of the website. While there are plenty of disturbing and cringy posts to choose from, I'll be focusing on one particular post that focuses on one particular user. Around 2 years ago, someone posted to the forum stating that they had found what they considered to be the scariest post history they had ever seen. It starts off with some posts that could honestly just be a troll. But once you start to notice the trends and themes of this guy's posts, him being a troll becomes harder to believe. We learn that he is a bitter man who is extremely envious of anyone who is seemingly enjoying their lives, and often tells those people that they deserve to die. Whoa. He seems to have a massive problem with Hawaii for some reason, and that often plays as a trigger that sets him off in a fit of rage. As the posts progress, he seems to get angrier and angrier, and his posts seem to get more dark and violent. The user, known as Big Mac Daddy, is no longer on Reddit and may have been taken off the site for violating the community guidelines, which, if you know Reddit, is a pretty difficult thing to do. Hopefully the user went on to get some kind of help for his mental well-being, but it's unsure what his current situation is. Number 3 is female corpses. Alright, well this did not take long to get incredibly messed up. If the internet has taught us anything, it's that certain people have certain interests and the internet can facilitate for almost all of them. However, it's also taught us that some of those interests are very strange. This subreddit, known as Cute Female Corpses, can attest to that. It is a definitely not safe for work forum that features, well, I think you can guess. One user who was describing the forum stated that it wasn't the pictures or imagery that creeped them out the most, but instead the commenters. Most of the community behind this forum are all big fans of these disturbing pictures and go out of their way to get their hands on them. While most disturbing subreddits go on to get an 18+ stamp on their forums, this is one of the few that got quarantined, meaning you have to be over 18 and have an account with a verified email to even view it. Probably one of the creepiest elements to this forum is something that isn't even in the subreddit itself, but instead is in the related section, as it gives you an idea of the other messed up subreddits that are out there. These include forums like Beating Women, Killing Boys, and Pics of Dead Kids. I advise against viewing any of these subreddits as they contain extremely disturbing material. Number 4 is Cannibalism. There are a handful of posts and subreddits dedicated to people who like the idea of consuming other humans. While it sounds strange, it's mainly based around discussing cannibalism and rarely features any pictures or videos of the actual act itself. But it is still incredibly weird to see so many people interested in something that is so taboo. The subreddit Cannibalism only has around 300 users, but is reasonably active, and you will see some messed up stuff over there. It mainly features people inquiring about the act, but occasionally you will see people talking about their experiences with it. Another page known as Eating Women is another subreddit dedicated to cannibalism, but only focuses on the consumption of females. It has around 200 subscribers, but isn't very active. There have also been a number of AMAs with people who have claimed to be cannibals, but whether they actually have cannibalized in the past hasn't been confirmed. Number 5 is Watch People Die. Considered to be one of the most disturbing forums on not only Reddit, but the entirety of the internet, Watch People Die is a subreddit that focuses on just that, images and videos of people dying. While this is disturbing enough, what adds to the creepiness of this is the size of the community, as the forum has over 100,000 subscribers, meaning it is very active. The first rule of the subreddit is that all links must lead to an actual death. So with this rule in mind and the very active community behind it, it's not that surprising that the page hosts a brand new batch of pictures and videos every day that features people's last moments on Earth. Most of the posts are labeled in the manner in which the person dies, and also all of them are labeled as not safe for life, meaning you are guaranteed to find some very messed up content on this page. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Remember to find me over at Horror Amino at DeBurk321. Like I said, the links are in the description. But that is all for now. As always, until next time.